like a legit word. Say, Sam, you want to talk about the masturbation part?
He's good maxing and freak maxing.
Freak maxing is similar to
It's like the Epstein type stuff.
All right. Can we get back to a serious conversation?
Yeah. I want to hear more about what life is like there before
and then, so after that main private school fell, there was only the Christians were able to establish some very quick private schools, and it was very
You
interesting.
went to Christian private school.
Yeah. So
that's why you're so knowledgeable about Christianity as well.
They actually, so the system works like this. So yeah, we're in a classroom. I had a Christian classmate. So when it came down to religious class, because we have Islamic studies, they would get up, leave the classroom, and go study their religion.
Got it.
We wouldn't even get up because the majority of students are Muslim.
Got it. Interesting. That's interesting, like pluralism in the classroom.
However, we're taught Greek, and that's an extra class that only the private school. It's not part of the Palestinian curriculum. And they brought us a Greek teacher, and she was the whitest thing you've ever seen. And
was she hot?
She had dark features, so she was white, but like she had our dark features. But imagine me as you see one of my like lighter pictures now, like double that. And she was, but it wasn't the pink white, it was like vampire white,
like Little House on the Prairie, but we're
like Slavic.
Actually.
No, it was like,
she's like
Addams
Morticia
Family.
Addams, kind of Morticia Addams.
Yeah, but had like Mediterranean features. So she was extreme. She was a 10. There was Athena ascended,
You were probably
descended.
maxing every day.
No, we were in 5th grade. By this time,
I learned a new word.
This is 4th and 5th grade, and because she was such a beautiful person, no one would take her seriously. Kids would not take her seriously. So even when she got angry, like she would just, she's a beautiful person. No one.
What's her name? Do you remember? Do you remember her name?
She's a mother. She became more like I forgot it. Anna. Anna.
So she was from outside. She came in from outside.
Yeah, and she left because she just could not educate. Like she was just. It wasn't Greece, honey. This is the Arab world. Like
were you guys well behaved, or you acted out in class?
Arab kids are, if you're not someone of authority who can like lay down the law, they're not gonna respect you.
Did you guys get beat?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, you guys probably look forward to
no gazin. By the time they finish high school, looks back at the experience and goes, that was so awful. No,
were you didn't do your and in school or just at home?
The way in schools is with a bamboo stick. So they have a bamboo stick. You don't do your homework. You get like 3 hits on your hand. 4 depends on how many times you've done this grievance. Like if the teacher just knows you're a shithead, and he'll just like 10. Because why? You're clearly displaying that pain is as a receptor is not working with you, so you need more pain.
It's not coming from America.
So it's actually very calculated. It's not like what people think, but there are the teachers who will discipline attitudes as well, and those ones are the dangerous ones, and because they have an attitude themselves. And I have witnessed it like during like early middle school, like where you become an adolescent, and then there is like this fight back. So I have witnessed where students fought back, but the teacher would go a bit overboard. But this is his right. he is a father at the end of the day, and he doesn't have to apologize for it. So even teachers can get where like a principal will have them like apologize to to the parent of the student, and that does happen where like a parent might think the teacher stepped out of line by doing that, and so there needs to be some to the point where guns were drawn. So I've witnessed that where a kid was of a household name, and to him like the teacher exaggerated in discipline, and then he told him like he doesn't even care about his family, so he brought his family. He's like, oh, what's up, you don't care about us? And so there are these displays, and sometimes that clashes with the education system, but the education system, teachers are held as high regard. It was never
education system.
Teachers don't get. Teachers are never. I've never seen a teacher get like beat or is always treated as like this position in Palestinian society is pretty much the crux of life. The education system. So
Illumi. Can you tell me, one complaint that Zios have is that the curriculum there is very heavily politicized. Was that your experience in the school that you were
actually to me it wasn't politicized enough? Like to me it felt like the PA was trying to whitewash this. So it actually felt like the only thing that was the saving grace is the Egyptian curriculum. I witnessed the Egyptian curriculum, the end of the Egyptian curriculum. Like
I
only witnessed
that? I thought you had
a year. Yeah, and I witnessed the transition. And in the Egyptian curriculum, in the Arabic book, so we're taught Arabic, so Arabic literature. We're taught the escapades of the Egyptian military. So they had operations against Israel, and one of them is and it's still till today, it's a big movie in Egypt. You can watch it if you want, and I recommend Israelis watching it to understand how the Egyptian mind thinks.
Is it called Image of Victory? There's a film called Image of Victory about some
It's about an operation. Yeah, they go bomb some submarines or something like that. And so it's a major attack. It was a successful Egyptian operation. And I think, however, some of the soldiers were martyred or something, but they made a movie out of it. It's pretty cinematic. It's actually very realistic too, so you can watch it.
So later in your schooling, they switched curriculums from the PA curriculum to the Egyptian curriculum, and that was more
and then the PA curriculum felt more Palestinian because the Egyptian curriculum teaches about Egypt. So remember, between the Israeli curriculum, which was before the establishment of the PA, and then the Egyptian curriculum that took over, which taught the glory of Egypt, and then it was the Palestinian curriculum that began to teach Palestinian nationalism. So when Israelis complain, it's like, this is literally what you installed. Like, you did this. Like, you're the ones who brought the PA, knowing that this is going to be, they're going to standardize an education system based on Palestinian nationalism, because that was the arrangement with the PA. And then you're complaining about it.
Nationalism is one thing, but violence is another. They claim,
There's actually, the Palestinian curriculum doesn't teach. It teaches a lot like Mahmoud Darwish, so that's why we're very familiar with him. Like, he's like an icon in that curriculum. Mm-hmm. So he's like a standard to him. Like, we're taught like the 1948, the land between the river and the sea, like Palestinian geography. When it comes down to history,
we're not taught. Do you learn about the two-state solution or no? I mean, presumably, if you came after Oslo, that people would be excited.
People were just talking about that. Like, that was the event of the day. That wasn't something you put in the history books. Like, that's
Fair
not
enough.
something.
It wasn't history yet.
Yeah. So
wait. So when did it fall apart? When did things start to get too sketchy, and your parents were like, "Oh, we gotta get out of here"?
It didn't really happen like that, but things got sketchy when the airport got bombed. Like, what the hell? Like, when the airport got bombed, it's like, oh shit! Like,
what do you
these
remember
guys.
from that?
that like major Palestinian infrastructure can be destroyed and the world isn't going to do anything about it. So like there was a major realization in Gaza that we don't have the protection of the world.
For your mom, what was the final straw?
And the problem was Yasser Arafat was in Gaza. That's the problem. So this was a major attack against the whole project. Like, what are we doing if, like, what's going on? That's what was like, what do the Israelis want in doing all this? Because this is the arrangement. The arrangement is a two-state solution. So Yasser Arafat is here. We have curriculum. We have an airport. We have a port. We have power. We have access with Israel. We're going in. We're going out. There isn't really any hostilities. Even Israelis have been capable of going into Gaza. So this isn't. I've met Israelis in Gaza. My uncle's married to an Israeli, Jewish Israeli. He's not actually my uncle. He's my cousin, but he's old enough, so he's my uncle. But yeah, his wife is a Israeli Jew. She converted.
Okay, so you were there for like 5 years, 6 years, basically, around, or 7 years?
5-7 years? No, I was there longer than that.
So the airport got bombed in like
Almost a
2001, right?
Yeah.
I was there in 2003. We could have overlapped.
Oh, we definitely
on the other side of the what?
We overlapped, yeah.
Okay, interesting. I remember that was kind of a crazy time, and then the second.
So we were both in Gaza at the same time. Interesting.
No, I wasn't in Gaza. I was on the other side. I was in Jerusalem.
I was in Jerusalem. I was in and out. So there was that period before the Second Intifada really became serious, because like the calls for a Second Intifada started getting, after Ariel Sharon, and people thought that is not going to happen. But shit, like Israelis were actually shooting people. And it became, and then
on the knees to break their bones.
The people were dying, and
Yeah.
so and then more martyr parades happened, and martyr parades became a phenomenon.
Do you remember the martyr parades? Do you recall them as a kid?
Yeah, I recall that they were huge, and I just never saw massive human demonstrations before, and for me to witness that, it was extremely significant. Like, this felt very powerful, and that all these people carrying a draped body, and then I was at a very young age, came to the realization that there is death, and mainly because of Halloween. And this is why I don't like Halloween, and I don't believe that America should have this holiday. This is a demonic thing.
I agree with you.
Because kids immediately, once they recognize Halloween, they recognize death. And why should a kid be recognizing death at this early stage? We should be protecting children from the very concept of death. It is extremely detrimental to the psyche to experience.
So when's the first time you saw a dead body?
Because as a kid, you believe in magic, you believe in life, and you believe in love. And you don't want all of that to go away, and then you realize that, oh, death is a thing in everyone, and then it mainly goes based on age, and then you realize your parents are older than you, and then that's where you start asking for their ages, and then you get human expectancy, and you're doing that comparison. So
talk about those early encounters with death, like the people mourning and crying, or a body or something like that that were impressionable on you.
Is this some type of reverse psychology? Usually somebody would
he's
try
telling
to
us about his childhood. Shut up.
Well, yeah, I mean, at first it's not close to home. Like, this is the refugee camps. This is to a child. This is far away still, but you're seeing its phenomena take place because you're in central Gaza, and demonstrations had to go through the central. And so for them it really suck in the crowd. And by the time they reached like the mosque and the prayer, it was a whole event. And so we're talking about tens of thousands of people. And so you could see how that snowballs and that becomes like, you going to the cafe, you going to have a good time. Oh, there's a demonstration. Let's go.
So talk
That's
about
the
that impression it
reality.
made. Like you said, children should be exposed to death. What happened as a child when you were exposed to death? Like, do you remember
Well,
your
the religion by then was has been, like I immediately after the realization of death and all that became to know God. So like, where are we from and what all that, and so the questions I still remember them. So because and to me this is natural. These are natural human questions. So when Islam talks about the fitra, like I can't deny that. And so, because I literally questioned these things and derived God from it necessarily. So, who made us? God made us. Oh, okay. So, why is God? Who's God? God is this most powerful being who gave us life to begin with, and He's the one who could bring us back to life. And I was like, oh, so He could give us eternal life if He wanted to, and He's like, yeah, He could do anything. And I was like, okay. So why is he allowing this to happen? Well, this is happening because
I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast comes. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Eopan, pan, pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks. Through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend. Everlasting world without end. Mannequin maiden, Maynard man. In the might of Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Eopan.
Four-dimensional quaternions. Which the problem is every time you do this field
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of tawny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. Eopan, 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 pan, 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 pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Open, Eopan, 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 pan, 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 pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am thy maid, I am thy man, goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I reap and I rape and I rape and I rend everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maynard man, in the might of Pan. Iopan, Iopan, Pan, 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 Pan. Iopan, Iopan, Pan, 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 Pan. Iopan. Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. Open, 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 pum, 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 pum. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Open, open, pum, 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 pum. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast on me open. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, 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 Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man, goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod, with hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maiden, in the might of Pan. Iopan, 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 Pan, 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 Iopan.
Lord of the Rings movies in cinema.
Wait, what?
Wow,
I'm
that's
just
a
saying
crossover.
There was a crossover.
There was?
Yeah,
Really?
there was.
Okay.
Are you
'cause I'm
talking about like hipsters or something?
No.
No, what? Yeah, that's where I'm like, wait a second here.
Like,
You're one of those. You're
There's
one of them. You're
definitely
like,
nerds on the right that are into fantasy and Dune and, you know, Lord of the Rings and stuff.
I've
Also
never
the
met. I
right-
was in the college Republicans. I've never seen
No.
nobody like that.
and
No,
you know,
you
and
lost me there,
how you
respectfully.
know how you know. Another
Relax,
reason
you
to know.
guys.
So here's another way that you know that like a lot of the political people were disconnected from the working class. When Republicans tried to make Bad Bunny during the Super Bowl seem un-American, do you know Bad Bunny has headlined a bunch of WWE events and wrestled? White people who are working class know who Bad Bunny is because I think he was in WrestleMania.
I'm still trying to
He's
figure
not
out
like-
the Lord of the Rings.
he's not
connection.
like
as
some
in a
other
wrestler, or
as in a
was this
wrestler. As
Still
in a
trying to figure out the
wrestler.
Lord of the Rings
Yes.
wrestling.
Really?
Bad Bunny.
I'm
He's
sorry,
like a
there's
skinny,
slightly
he's a skinny
slightly
guy.
overweight
He was
white
wrestling.
kids that were working class. It was me and them in the movie theaters watching. Who
So,
else?
I get the whole like. That
I
there's
think
a
that was the
crossover
St.
with
Louis thing.
overweight
Yeah,
white
it must
kids
have been
who are
your
I'm talking about my
neighborhood.
city.
nerdy.
It's your
Yeah.
neighborhood.
But I don't feel like nerdy. I don't feel like WWE attracts nerdy.
No,
I feel like it
Okay,
attracts-
I'm just saying that there's a bit of
It's
fantasy sprinkled into the also wrestling.
Oh sure.
Well,
No,
that's
I
what
get-
I'm saying.
fantasy was.
Yeah, that's the part where I'm like, okay,
That's where I
where
don't
is she
get
getting
it.
her information from?
If you had
This
said
is my
Dungeons
live
and
anecdote.
Dragons,
Personal
I'm like, this might
observation.
be a hot
As are
take, but
yours,
I'm like,
you guys. All
I
of yours
know.
are also for
Yeah,
Right,
that's what
I'm
I'm
like-
suggesting.
I'm trying to give
One
you
of-
every.
I just
every
put-
Yeah,
uh,
I know,
shot.
Ben. You're trying to be on my side. I know you're really.
I just put
But
it
I'm
in
like,
the
it's
chat.
very hard,
Bad
very
Bunny.
hard.
Like, I'm trying to connect the dots. Is what
Ben,
I'm
I
trying.
promise you, there's a sprinkle. There is a sprinkling of fantasy WWE crossover.
I put it in
Fair
the
enough.
chat. In 2021, Bad Bunny made his in-ring debut at WrestleMania 37. I'm telling you, like they thought that like this was something that only the Hispanics knew who he was. Like he did a whole bunch of wrestling matches. So Middle America whites who were working class absolutely knew who he was.
Under what name?
Even if they
Bad Bunny?
listened to-
Under Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's in the chat. Yeah.
But to be fair, I don't know that working class adults would know who he was from WWE. It seems to be more like a kid thing to watch.
Well, I mean, the halftime show is not about old people anymore, right? The halftime show,
Yeah.
like, it's about younger crowds. You know, the Who is not performing anymore. at the
Who's
halftime.
speaking of the no, who do we have one for next year or not? I guess
Well, this one was pretty bad, so I'm sure they're gonna work on the next one. They're gonna run a shit.
I feel like it's usually a shit show, other than they had that one with Dre and Eminem, and that one was good.
Prince was fucking incredible.
Yeah, how long ago was that? I mean,
That
Prince
was like
there for
15 years
10
ago.
Yeah.
Tide of the open eye, and the token erect of tawny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. I am a man. To us thou wilt as a great God can. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashed with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come upon. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan. Geopan. Geopan, pan, pan, Geopan, Geopan, pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. God of thy flock, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. Oh, I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come me upon. I am born to death on the home of the unicorn. I am on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rape and I rape and I rip and I rend everlasting world without end. And he killed maiden, maiden man in the night of the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. Open, slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beasts come me open. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am I am thy might, I am thy man. Go of thy flock. I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks. Through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rip, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, Maynard, man. In the might of Pan. Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan, Eopan.
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. O Pani, O Pani, O Pani, O Pan, 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 Pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. O Pani, O Pani, O Pani, O Pan, Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come me. O Pan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pani, O Pani, O Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. God of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks. Through salty stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend. Everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maiden, man in the might of Pani, O Pani, O Pan, Pan, Pani, O Pan.
Give me the sign of the open eye and the token erect of thorny thigh and the word of madness and mystery. O Pan, O Pan, we O Pan, 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 Pan. I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. O Pan, O Pan, O Pan, O Pan, O Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come. The Pan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, 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 Pan. Eopan, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoops of steel I race on the rocks through solstice stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting world without end, mannequin, maiden, maided man. In the might of Pan, Eopan, 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 Pan, Pan, Eopan. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny eye, and the word of madness and mystery. O Pan, Eopan, 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 Pan, 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 I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can, O Pan. Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw, the gods withdraw, the great beast comes. Eopan, I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan. Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Gold of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hooves of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, 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 in the might of Pan, Eopan, Eopan, Pan, Pan, Eopan. Eopan.
Hoy, 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 There are 7 keys to the great, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow, so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance. Intense and keen turn inward, miss no atom of analysis. Sixth on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy prolong thy meditation steep and strong. Slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one are powered, time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root. Discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Pierce to the heart, I leave thee here. Thou art the master I revere. Thy radiance that rolls afar, O brother of the silver star. Krali, ha ha.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind. So like a flame straight and unstirred, burn up thy being in one word. Next, still that ecstasy, prolong thy meditation steep and strong, slaying even God should he distract thy attention from the chosen act. Last, all these things in one o'erpowered time that the midnight blossom flowered. The oneness is yet even in this, my son, thou shalt not do amiss. If thou restrain the expression, shoot thy glance to rapture's darkling root, discarding name, form, sight, and stress, even of this high consciousness. Here's to the heart I leave thee. Thou art the master I revere, thy radiance that rose afar. Oh, brother of the silver star.
There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 in 1 and 1 in 8. First let the body of thee be still, bound by the cerements of will. Corpse rigid thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes that tease the thought. Next let the breath rhythm be low, easy, regular, and slow. So that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observance entity. Watch every thought that springs, enhance hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward miss no atom of analysis. Sixth, on one thought securely pinned, still every whisper of the wind.
That tease the thought.
And calm.
Slow. Peace, pure and calm.
A thought divine.
Tremble.
You pant as a group and open.
The money.
Arms sway softly as a seas Pacific. Love of the palm. I adore the might of thy
He begins not and is not begotten, nor is there